What's up, babe? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya. This is your very first time here. Today we are going to be doing a review slash tutorial, mostly a tutorial, of the new RawBeautyKristi collection by Colourpop. We did get the whole collection in PR, so we are going to play with it on the eyes as well as use all the other products that came with the collection. I did decide to go ahead and do a full face of Colourpop, so we going on the more affordable side today. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, y'all, let's do it. Okay, so I definitely just turned this on thinking that I had not done my brows yet, but my brows are already done. So we're just gonna hop right into the eyes today. So obviously today we are using the FAQS site RawBeautyKristi by Colourpop palette. I do want to use at least one of these Super Shock shadows, which are like shimmer shades. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as we are doing this look. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm feeling like I want to just go ahead and do a full face of Colourpop since we're here. we might as well, since we're using the collection. And it's been a long time, real long time, since I've done a full face of Colourpop. So as I'm looking at this palette, what I think I want to do is stay in this area right here. I'm gonna let you guys help me come up with the look today, even though technically you're not helping me, but in my mind you are. It's the pressure of the camera that's just helping us to style. So the first shade I'm gonna go into is Emerald City, which is right here, and this would be so perfect if this had a mirror, but it doesn't. So I'm going to be using my mirror on my Naughty Nude palette. Ooh, and that's a real nice deep green. Yes. I never have a complaint about Colourpop shadows. Like, Colourpop shadows be bomb and be such a nice, great price as well. So if you have not tried out Colourpop, girl, you gotta get you some. Like I said, I have no idea where we're going with this, but you know, we're just gonna go with the flow. So we're stamping this right into the inner corner, keeping the edges a little bit blended, a little bit, just flicking it. Cut crease or no cut crease today? That is the question. I think we're gonna blend this. I think we're gonna keep this a little blended. Let's do a blended look today. So I'm just gonna bring this slightly over the lid, just a little bit at the top. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit bigger of a blending brush and I'm going to dip into, I think, Fiddlehead. Do I wanna do Fiddlehead? I think so. And I wanna blend this out into this green. So I'm practically placing it right on top of Emerald City and just moving it around to kind of like blend it. I can already tell that this is gonna be a beautiful foresty type of look, and I am here for it. So right here on the inner part of the lid, I am gonna dip into Chanterelle, which is this matte gold shade. And with circular motions, I'm just gonna blend this into this inner part of the crease. Because we are using shimmers on the lid, I just kind of want to have the whole matte background situation before we, you know, get to the lid. I think I kind of see where this is going. I think I kind of see it. But we working with it. We working with it. I am getting a clean brush just to go around all of these colors to make sure everything is nice and seamless. So I am going into West Coast, which is right here. And with a flat brush, I'm just, ooh. Yeah, that's bomb. I'm just pressing this on the lid, on the inner part, and then I'm going to kind of blend it upwards. But for now, and it's not blended all the way yet, but for now I'm just gonna focus it right there. I keep almost dipping into this nude palette because I'm using a mirror. Messing me up. Come on, Colourpop, you gotta put a mirror in all these palettes. I feel like maybe because they, launch stuff so much, maybe they like, look, girl, mirrors just can't go in every palette. They launch like 5 or 6 palettes a month. And look, I get it. I wish I could know instantly if y'all are loving this, boy, girl, I'm loving this. I kind of wish I would have put this on wet because I feel like that would have been super bomb, but I would have had some problems with blending like what I'm about to do now. Go back into the brush that I used with that matte yellow shade, and I'm just blending out the top of this with that shade. Since that's the shade that's supposed to be right there, just kind of mutes the line. So I feel like now is the time to dip into one of these Super Shock shadows. This one's more orange, this one's more icy. This one is icy like this one. Anyway, this one, This one a little more gold than this one is icy. But I think what I want to do is dip into this one because this one looks a lot more greenish. Let's see how it swatches first. Let's try this. Let's just put it right next to, oh, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna put it in between the matte shade and the gold shade. And I am loving that. And then I'm gonna go back into both of the brushes that I use for those shades that's surrounding it to further blend. The yellow one, I'm just using sweeping motions into that shade. And for this one, I'm just dusting over without adding more product. If you notice, these shades do have a nice amount of fallout. If you can see it around my eyes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like fallout is kind of good because it means that you got a lot of pigment, a lot of shimmer, a lot of poppiness going on. So I ain't mad at the fallout. But to clean up, I am gonna take a wipe and just kind of get a little bit of that off. What you don't want to do is have it messing with your face application. I'm also gonna clean it up on this side. So for lashes, I am gonna use the Luxe True Fit lashes, which are from IMB, which is by Kiss. And this one is an 02 up here in the corner. I was gonna use some ColourPop lashes, but their lashes to me are just really on the chill side, which is cool for my ladies who like to keep it nice and natural. But you know, sometimes with these kind of looks, girl, you gotta step it up a notch. The only thing I don't like about all these lashes that they sent over to me is that you can like see the band. I like the invisible band or really black band. I feel like you can really see these, but you know, it's cool. So these are our eyes until we finish, because I really think that we're gonna do a purple under eye, but we gonna get to that. So like I said, we are gonna go ahead and rock with a full face of ColourPop. I'm going into the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer, and you guys already know how I feel about the Pretty Fresh line of complexion products from ColourPop. I love them. I feel like they are a dupe of more expensive or more luxury products, and they're super lightweight. So if you're looking for something that's not so heavy, you know, it's definitely the way to go. But I did also like their no filter products as well. We do have the no filter setting powder that we are going to use a little bit here in a moment. And this is a ColourPop foundation brush, and the foundation that I'm using is a Pretty Fresh foundation. This is in Deep Dark 185 Warm. And I don't know if any of you guys have their brushes either. Their brushes are pretty good too. I love me some ColourPop. Y'all know I love ColourPop. I love the fact that they have great quality stuff, as well as the fact that it is affordable. Like, what more can you ask for? Sometimes I feel like this shade comes off on me a little red. I know y'all see that. I know you see it. But it does even out once I like go into my concealer and all that stuff, so I ain't too worried about it. Yeah, I slayed this wig today. Oh, she got slayed. I'm using my regular Soul Body Bronzing Balm that I use on my face. It is not ColourPop, but it is the sister company of ColourPop. They sell it on the same website. So this is what we're going to use to sculpt out the face. And this shade is in Deep, but I'm definitely ready to put on this lighter concealer because I feel like I am looking a little red. Right now, less neutral than I usually look. But that concealer is going to hook us up. Pretty Fresh concealer, obviously, is what we are going to be using today. This shade here is in Dark 185 Warm. And I am gonna use the medium one to brighten up. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. This is a ColourPop sponge too. If y'all ain't tried ColourPop sponges, I feel like this video is a lot about ColourPop. But it's true, I feel like ColourPop is an amazing, affordable brand. If you have not checked it out, I don't know what you're waiting for. I feel like maybe you might be a little bit scared to do complexion, only because it's online. You know, that's always scary, like ordering complexion products online. But my shade twins, y'all ain't got no excuse to save some cash for a good, just everyday like face. You see the neutral coming back on the face, girl. Look, that's what we need. That's what we need. Go ahead and brighten up a little bit with the lighter concealer. Under the eyes and down the nose is primarily what I do here. And they do have this sponge in two different sizes. This one's a little bit smaller, a little more precise. This one's a little bigger. So I'm gonna go into the smaller one, but this is the one that I use to blend out the concealer on my eyes before we blend in with eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the foundation brush and just go around those lighter colors and buff everything and help us to blend. And the face is coming together. I'm gonna help my nose out a little bit with a little bit of contour from the bronzing balm. And take my sponge to kind of buff that out. All right, now we can set. Okay, I lied. I do want to sculpt a little bit underneath my bronzing balm to get us a little snatch going on. And killing that line with the corner of this foundation brush to make it, you know how, see, we still got it, but we ain't got no line, you know. That's what we doing with this. So now we're going to powder. I'm going into the No Filter setting powder from ColourPop. This one is the banana powder. Putting a little bit on the lid, nothing new. Dipping my sponge in it and setting on my under eye. Pushing that in, not baking or anything, just kind of pushing the powder into it, using the sponge just in the places where I put the concealer, because that's where I really want it to melt into the skin and to soak up my oils and all that. But for the rest of the face, I'm using a big fluffy brush, and this is also from ColourPop. This is their F18. For bronzer, I'm using this Black Radiance pressed powder, and this one is in Black Coffee, but I don't have a bronzer per se from ColourPop, so I'm just going into this. It's nice and affordable, like ColourPop. That's why I didn't want to go into something super expensive. I kind of wanted to stick with affordable options if I'm not using ColourPop today. And this is a deep color, girl, because I just went ham on this nose way more than I wanted to. Hold up, we can fix it. Usually if I do that, I just go into my sponge that has my foundation on it and just pat over it, and it'll get rid of that heaviness of that shade. All right, y'all, so we are ready to get into these under eyes. I told you I want to go purple, so let's get a little bit closer again and let's see what we're gonna do. So the collection did come with 3 liners. I want to definitely use one of these liners with whatever color I put on the bottom, but I really am thinking about going into Amanita. I like the vibe that brings to the eye, so I'm going to put this on the bottom. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. So I'm gonna take more of a flatter brush to blend out the edges of that. Yeah, I feel like this just took the look up a notch, girl. I love it. This is making me want to go for the gold. Some of y'all been going in on me about pulling my skin down, so I'm trying not to do that. I don't need no early wrinkles, girl. We do not need them problems. There I am again, looking into a palette that's not actually a mirror. Story of my life. Story of my life. ColourPop liners are always super pigmented, but I do wish that this one in particular was a metallic versus a matte. But it's cool. It's fine. It's okay. I know I got a mascara in here somewhere. And it's pink. There it is. Use my Lash Sensational, which is from Maybelline, to define my bottom lashes, and we done. So for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Super Shock Cheek highlighter in Some Like It Hot. I can never say that. And this is more of a pearly colored highlight, which is cool. Y'all know typically I am more of a gold highlight girl, but I do have a ColourPop gold highlighter. However, she's discontinued, and I ain't even want to do y'all like that. It is one of my favorites, but for the sake of you guys, I ain't even gonna do it. Now the gold I was talking to you guys about is the one from Makeup Shayla, which is in the Booming, but I am gonna use this as an inner corner highlight though, so I don't think I wanted that other highlighter to be my inner corner. All right, I'm loving how these eyes are looking. We are going to go ahead and, oh, I forgot about blush. I said I was gonna use blush today. I was gonna go into the Mulan blush or this ColourPop Land blush, which is more of a color, Super Shock Cheek and Gum Drop Pass. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Guess we can go a little bit into this Gum Drop Pass one for a little flush of actual color, especially since we have that purple on the bottom lash line, just to kind of tie in with that. I don't mind that. That's fine. And we have 2 lippies with this collection as well. This one is just a Luxe Gloss, and well, they're both Luxe Glosses. I don't know if I want to go in with a liner with these though. This first one is in Wildflower. See how it looks without, I don't think it's super bright. Probably should have removed all the makeup from my lips first, Maya. That would have been smart. Okay, try that again. It's a cute little basic gloss. Doesn't really have a lot of color in it. I feel like this is gonna be real icy. This one is in Glacier. I love how this has like a nature theme. That's really cute. I like that the glosses are not overpowering, especially since the eyeshadow palette is so strong. Like, it's cool to have some neutral gloss. And this is our finished look. I'm gonna get a little extra a little bit because I feel like I need a little bit of something besides this Spelman t-shirt. And I'm gonna be right back so we can close the video out. Okay, so I didn't get too extra, y'all. I just changed my shirt and I put on these earrings. And one thing I did forget is that I was going to do the Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid setting spray. I went ahead and did that off of camera, but we did use this as well. And yeah, this is our finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and review of the new RawBeautyKristi by Colourpop collection. Shout out to RawBeautyKristi because you did a beautiful job on this collection. Congrats. If you guys like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Also make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.